Welcome to Monday Night Live, the weekly training that guides professionals to financial prosperity. Join our community and start building your wealth.
So Ryan, you're now a co-host. And Ryan, we'll get started in just a minute. I usually give people a few extra minutes to log in. Um, Now, if anybody has a question or you're stuck on something, uh, contract, transaction, a client, um, feel free to go ahead and speak up, ask your question. If it's a long answer, I'll save it to the end of class, and I'll stick around after class is over too. So, in any case, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you guys to Brian Espinosa, and some of you may have already met him because he taught class for us a couple of months ago already. And he's the wizard behind the curtain. So he and Sugar work really for me, but essentially for the team. All the stuff that you guys see online, whether it's website related, social media related, it's because of these two guys, Ryan and Sugar. So in fact, if you want to give Ryan a big pat on the back, or a hand raise or thumbs up or a thank you, that would really be nice because most of what you guys see and enjoy is really because of him.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, he's also a really, really good guy too. So and then we were the last couple of years. Yeah. So in any case, so what we're going to do tonight, guys, is talk about HeyGen fundamentally. But again, it's an interactive class. You should feel free to ask questions. I would also recommend that you open up another browser session on your computer. And if you're already in HeyGen, excuse me, you can copy some of what Ryan's showing you. And if you're not in HeyGen, they do have a free account you can get. You may want to set that up because in the world of avatars and creating videos, we've had other products in the past, but HeyGen, and we're not the only ones. Most people I talk to that are doing lots of videos, um, the vast majority are using HeyGen. It's just such a great tool. So, in any case, Ryan, if you want to go ahead, let's go ahead and kick this off. You've got your co-host, so you can show anything you want to show on your screen. And the guys,
Okay.
if you have questions, Eric and I will help. You can see the chat box too, Ryan, but we'll keep an eye on that for you.
All right. Can you everyone see my screen?
Yep.
All right. So hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about HeyGen. And trust me, once you see it and once you know how it works, you'll wonder why you ever recorded a 37 takes of the same script or the same video. This tool, however, won't replace you, but it will replace your excuses for not making any video. So let's do some introduction first about HeyGen. What exactly it is. Uh, so HeyGen is basically, uh, how do I say this? Your AI stunt double. So it looks like you, it talks like you, but it doesn't need coffee or ring lights. You can create avatar videos, clone your voice, even make yourself speak languages you absolutely do not speak. If you've ever thought, you know, I need to make a video, but I look like a mess today,
We still managed to do it.
HeyGen solves that. So it's like that one employee who never complains, who never shows up late, and never asks for a raise. So it's something like that. But in the world of real estate, I need to talk about why you should care about it because real estate is noisy. Everyone's posting, shouting, even dancing on TikTok. So that's why video is still king. The problem is it's also time consuming, intimidating for some, and sometimes you don't feel like camera ready for some reason. So HeyGen helps you show up everywhere without having to literally show up. And of course, consistency, it builds trust. And HeyGen makes consistency ridiculously easy. Now, the key uses for us, for agents, of course, is personalized lead follow-up. So imagine sending every lead a video that uses their first name. For example, hey Sarah, I know you checked something on M Street today. Imagine something saying like that, and imagine, your clients opening a video to that. That alone impresses people because most agents don't even spell their name right in emails. You don't need to record these one by one. HeyGen handles it. It's like cloning yourself without legal or ethical issues. Another one is for market updates. So with HeyGen, you write the script, your avatar does the job, and then boom, you look consistent and professional. Of course, there's also social media content. You can create video tips. I think this is the most important, and this is where HeyGen shines the most. You can create, tips about selling homes, FAQs, buyers and sellers advice, all of those without even setting up a camera. Your audience sees you everywhere. Meanwhile, you're at home, eating nachos. It's just a win. If you have a small team, or if you have a team, or you're in a team, you can create training modules with it. So it saves your voice instead of explaining the same thing 14 or 15 times. Record it once, let your digital twin handle the rest. And of course, if ever you need to speak multilingual videos or make multilingual videos, HeyGen offers that. It's included in their package. So if you have Mexican clients or Spanish-speaking clients, you can use HeyGen to utilize it. Um, Actually want to walk you through the workflow of how I use HeyGen, but I think it's easier to show you where I begin. So basically, you need a script, and then you choose your avatar, and then you just generate the video. So let me just pull up. First of all, we need to create a script. So if you already know what you want to say, just type it on HeyGen. So let me just pull up HeyGen here. With HeyGen, so this is the interface itself, guys. So I'm gonna go to avatars because Gary has already multiple avatars that we can use. So for example, I want to use something simple and kind of like I want to feel like I want to create a video with Gary outside. So I'm gonna pick one where Gary's walking outside. For example, this one. And then I'm gonna create an AI video with it. So this interface shows up then, where you can type your script here. So if you already have a script you want to talk about, you can just type it here. But if you don't have a script, of course, you can just ask ChatGPT for it. And while we're on it, let's generate one. So for example, I typed in here, so I'm a real estate agent. I need a 40 to 50-second script about giving home buying tips to my clients for the month of December. So HeyGen gave me this. So I'm gonna just copy the script from ChatGPT, and then paste it on HeyGen. We are not going to edit this script. We are not going to add any punctuation marks. I just want you to hear, guys, what it will sound like. So I'm gonna play it now. If you can please let me know if you can hear the audio on this one.
Hey everyone. As we roll into December, I want to give you a few quick home buying tips to help you stay ahead of the game, because this time of year can actually be one of the best times to make a move. First, don't let the holidays fool you. Serious sellers stay on the market in December. They're motivated, and that can mean better negotiation opportunities for you. Second, keep an eye on homes that have been sitting for a bit. Winter months often bring price reductions, and you might catch a great deal that didn't exist a few weeks ago. Third, make sure you're pre-approved before you even start touring. With year-end schedules and holiday closures, having your financing ready makes the whole process smoother and way less stressful. And last, don't rush just because the calendar is ending. The right home is the one that fits your life, not the date on the clock. If you want help navigating December's market or want personalized guidance, schedule a call with me using the link in my bio.
So can everyone hear
Yeah.
that? All right. So basically, this is what HeyGen does. So you paste a script, HeyGen does the rest. You just hit the click generate. So before we hit generate, what you heard was the actual audio that will come up of the out of the video, and I don't think it's really natural, not Gary's natural way of speaking. So I'm gonna edit the script. I'm gonna go back to ChatGPT. I'm gonna make it sound more natural and conversational, like you're talking off the cuff. Because what I want is not to make it sound like I'm reading off something, reading off a piece of paper or something like that. I want to make it sound more natural. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to do that for me, and it will generate a script. And then after it generates one, the same thing. I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste it to HeyGen. I'm gonna delete our old script, paste the new one, and then let HeyGen do the talking. And you guys let me know if there's an improvement in the way that Gary speaks, if it's sounding more natural or whatnot. So I'm gonna play it right now.
Hey guys, quick December home buying tip session for you. This time of year actually has some sneaky advantages that a lot of people don't think about. First, the sellers who are still on the market in December, they're usually serious. Nobody keeps their home listed through the holidays just for fun, so you can sometimes get a little more room to negotiate. Second, keep an eye on the homes that have been sitting for a while. December is when price drops start to pop up, and you might catch a deal that wasn't there a month ago. Third, and get that pre-approval done early. With the holidays, lenders and title companies have weird hours, so being prepared just makes everything smoother. And honestly, don't feel like you have to rush just because the year's ending. The right house doesn't care what month it is. If you want help figuring out the December market or just want some guidance, schedule a call with me. The link's in my bio.
Right. So basically that will be the I think script version 2. So if we are happy with that, we are just going to click generate and HeyGen will, make the video. And we're just gonna do that for now. I'm gonna give it a quick title here.
Ryan, real quick, I
Yep.
just want to take a poll here. Guys, who here already has an avatar, whether it's with HeyGen or SiteNow or NowSite, excuse me? Anybody have an avatar or is using an avatar on any of those systems? Okay. Let's do a second quick question here. That script that my avatar just read, who here would like to have that script? Yeah, that's a pretty good script. And Ryan uses partly what I provide, but also he uses AI to really generate these are way better than anything I come up with on my own. So Ryan, why don't we share that? If you want to send it to Sugar, she'll put it in one of those clickable links in the email tomorrow with the recording. Everybody will
Yep,
have
sure,
it.
Gary.
Yeah.
Yes,
You'll
of course.
get
So
the whole recording, guys, too, right off the bat. But see, stuff like that, even if you have an avatar, just take your phone, record yourself. You're gonna have to practice a few times because I don't like reading from a script. It sounds like I'm reading from a script, but just practice it and use the file method. If there's 5 points in a script, just remember the 5 key points and you'll kind of you'll naturally get through the script. But use that to put something out on Facebook, create little YouTube videos, things like that. And eventually you'll get yourself an avatar. But start with just you using these scripts.
I like the first one better though. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
okay.
yep.
We'll
That's okay.
put a booth in there.
I think it sounded a lot like Gary. It's just got to slow down. Can you just be able to tell it, to slow the conversation down a little bit?
Absolutely, you can. Yep, we definitely can. So first of all, this is the example, Gary, of the script that we're gonna use. I mean, this is the script that I used last night, Gary, on your video for your December tip. So Sugar is the one generating the script. What I do is actually, if I like the script, I just copy it on HeyGen and then generate a video, and that's it. I'm gonna post it on social media, on all of our channels, and I'm done. But if I want something more natural look, natural sounding, I'm gonna copy this and did what I did earlier. I'm gonna copy this to ChatGPT and I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to make it sound more natural. And then based on what ChatGPT gives me, I'm gonna have to edit that and make it, remove some fillers, add something else, or something like that. What basically whatever makes you feel like you sound like you're more of yourself. That's what I'm gonna use. Uh, so let's go back to HeyGen. So it's still generating the video, but I'm gonna refresh it right now to see if it's already done. But what I think Eric was asking if I can slow it down. Yes, of course. Uh, the script that we generated earlier, I didn't do anything to it. Basically, I just copied and pasted it. But on the script itself, you can add pauses. So if you want a half a second pause, you can add it at the end of any sentences that you want. If you want a longer pause, for example, 1 to 2 seconds, you can do that. I just want to show it to you guys. So I'm gonna edit one right now. While we're waiting for HeyGen to generate the video itself. So usually it does take about 3 to 5 minutes for a 60-second script to generate. So yeah. So here's the script on our left side. If we want to add a pause, for example, after this first paragraph, I'm just gonna click on the bottom left part of the screen that says pause. And this will show up. It says uh, 0.5 seconds, so just half a second. If you want to increase that to 1 second, just type in 1. So basically, if you want to sound it more natural, if you speak that way, or if you do pauses every other sentences, you can make it sound like that. So let's just try to play this one. So after the first sentence, you should hear a 1 second pause.
All right, before you start mapping out your 2026 goals, there's one thing you cannot skip. And honestly, most agents and investors skip it every year: vision. Let's do something real quick, a simple vision exercise that can set the tone for your entire year.
So yeah.
Go ahead and close your eyes for like 5 seconds and picture your life at the end of 2026. Well, what do you see? More closings, more passive income, more time with your family, something finally feeling balanced? Okay, now open your eyes, because here's the truth. If you don't define it, you can't build.
Yep. So I don't know if you heard that. There was a pause between the first sentences and the second one. You can
Okay.
increase that or decrease that based on, your personal preference. So yes. We are gonna go back to the video you just generated just now. We just check if it's done. But yeah, any questions about typing in a script, guys?
If you guys have questions, I'll give you an example of something that I thought of early on. Is I noticed that naturally I tend to tone down at the end of the sentence. So I'll say something like, well, just call me when you get a chance, like that. And the reality is, in the world of marketing, you want to end on an uptick. I think it's called intonation. So you might say something like, hey, call me when you get a chance. Something like that. It's the same words, but it leaves a different impression, a much better impression. Well, this can do that. It's really interesting. You can actually edit in little ums and ahs, they call filters, to make it sound more natural. In the beginning, mine weren't sounding very natural because I'm totally imperfect, and so is my speech. But AI is fake speech, so you can put in some filters. And another thing we noticed is we needed to increase the cadence. when the bots are reading the scripts. So that's why I would have Ryan increase the speed a little bit. So if you ever listen to like Jay Kinder talk, he's going a million miles an hour, right? But it works because of the energy level, right? And there's always, good content. So it turns out when you speed things up a little bit, it requires people to pay closer attention because if you slow down too much, they'll just drift off. They're going to go into the Bahamas or what they're going to get at the grocery store. And again, so I'm starting to ramble, but this system is extremely capable, you know? So, okay, sorry, Ryan, I didn't mean to take so long there.
No problem, Gary. So, yeah, what Gary's talking about actually, yes, we can add punctuation marks on after each sentences to change their tonality. If you want something to be upbeat, I'm gonna add a punctuation mark on the end. That helps. Also, Gary actually has multiple avatars uploaded, so I can actually uh, choose what type of voice I want to use for this avatar. So for example, let me just play some of them to you. My favorite is actually this one. It's like a more excited tone. So let me just play it.
Hey there, here's how I sound. Hope you like it. The right voice brings
There are
avatar
also
videos to life.
Gary's voices that are more calm.
Hey there, here's how I sound. Hope you like it. The right voice brings
So
avatar
you
videos
can
to life.
hear the difference between the two tones. One is more excited and the other one is more calm. So it depends on what videos you're making. If you want it sounding more like exciting, like updating your client, I would definitely go for the excited voice. If you're explaining something more serious, I'm gonna use the calmer voice or tone. And these different voices are from Gary's avatars. So basically, whenever you upload a video of you, uh, HeyGen separates your voice. You can use that voice in any videos that you want. So if I were you, I'm gonna upload multiple avatars with different tone. So in that case, I will have three different looks and three different voices, which you can mix and match depending on your mood. So that's one definitely feature of HeyGen that I really love. So if I play this now, this will sound more, upbeat. So let's hear it.
All right, before you start mapping out your 2026 goals, there's one thing you cannot skip. And honestly, most agents and investors skip it every year: vision. Let's do something real quick, a simple vision exercise that can set the tone for your entire year. Go ahead and close your eyes for like 5 seconds and picture your life at the end of
So
2026.
yeah, so actually the combination of the avatars and voices, uh, it does a lot depending on what video that you're gonna use it with. So yeah. Let's go back to the one that we generated. So, after 5 minutes, we have our own video that we just, typed in, and then that's it. You can play it on HeyGen itself. You can download it, share it to your social media.
Want help actually building the systems and strategy to make that 2026 vision real? Book a one-on-one call with me. The link's in the description or in the comments. And if you want help actually building the systems and strategy to make that 2026 vision real,
Just play it again, guys. Uh, Let me just refresh it a bit.
Well, while you're doing that, Ryan, I think we might have a question. Lisa Davis Watson.
Yes.
Lily, you want to come off mute?
Raised my hand earlier, never lowered it, but thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yep.
I do have another question, Dan. You may have covered this before I joined. So all of this is part of the full paid version, which is 87 a month, right?
Yes.
And what when you first started doing this for Gary, what was available for the free version? Do you
Yeah,
remember?
very good question. So what's available in the free version is you just get 3 videos a week, 3 minutes each. So yeah, you might say that's not a lot, but what you can do is you can generate a 3 minute video and then divide it into three. So you have three short videos, 1 minute long each. You use that for Facebook stories or reels even, YouTube shorts. So if you get the free version, like what I said, you get 3 videos a week, 3 minutes long each. And you can upload as much as avatar as you can. So yeah, I think it's a good place to start really. If you wanna just try it out, getting the free version is definitely worth it, I guess, so because it's just free, you know. So yeah,
And that includes the voice recording,
that's
the
right. It
voice and
includes the voice.
and the picture.
Yes.
But when you did it though, do you use a video sample or do you use pictures?
Oh,
Which one works best?
the videos works best. So if you're gonna sign up to HeyGen, it will ask you to upload a 2 minute video of you just talking. You can talk whatever topic you want. You can talk about your day. Gary does that on his first few videos. You're gonna upload that to HeyGen. HeyGen will then generate your avatar from it. And that's it. You can just type what I did earlier, type in some scripts, generate videos and all. If you want another look, for example, you want a different color of a shirt on your videos, upload another one. Now you have 2 videos and 2 voices, so you can mix and match.
And we've actually done, I don't know how many I have now, PF, but it appears to me that the more samples you provide it, the better the results are. So in the beginning, I was very limited, but we started doing different videos like outdoors, indoors, different color shirts, walking, not walking, things like that. So at the end, well, you know, as you progress, you have different avatars that you can use for different purposes, which is really nice. Hi, I just want to take a moment to thank you for watching a recording of the Monday Night Live class. Hope you're getting a lot out of it. I'm sure you will. I wanted to let you know that, you can come to Monday Night Live whenever you want, but you can also participate more with the team. Why don't you set up a call with me, a one-on-one strategy call? I can go over everything with you, show you everything that we have to offer. For example, did you know that on our team, not only do you get your leads, we actually give you your own account on our lead gen system. So this puts you in control. You're not waiting on somebody to hand you leads. You get to pick the ones you want. Okay. Huge difference. We have 21 of our own proprietary marketing campaigns. They're all copyright protected. We're the only ones that can use them. Okay. The coaching is absolutely one-on-one. We got 3 coaches. We even have a 4th success coach that we have access to. Okay. One of left fewer than 100 in the world. Okay. One-on-one coaching. Right now the big problem is volume. We need more transactions. We need more inventory. I get it. Well, we know how to get it. Our team actually outproduces the national average by more than 2 to 1. So if you're struggling, don't do that anymore. If you're a solo agent, if you're a team, let's just talk. Smart entrepreneurs are always open to discussion. Learn what we have to offer, and then you can make an informed decision about staying where you are or moving on. You've got to decide, if you're not where you want to be, you've got to take action to get where you want to be. Let's see how we can help you do that. I look forward to talking to you. Click on the link, set up a call. And by the way, I'll see you on the next Monday Night Live. So you don't always look the same with the same shirt and jacket and all that kind of stuff. And the other thing too is so we get better at it. I get better at creating samples. Ryan's getting better at utilizing the tool. And I believe AI, the HeyGen itself using AI, is actually getting better too, because it has more of us to use, more of, examples of me to use to when it's doing the videos. So it's really, I mean, some of them are really, really good. I mean, I like them better than me, quite frankly, not just because they can reproduce far faster than I can produce a video, but they're, like I just did there, I just stumbled. The avatars don't do that, you know? So it's just a better overall product. It's smoother, cleaner. Our viewership, I think our average, um, when we started this, Ryan, help me remember this correctly. We were going from like 20 to 40 views a video to for a while, for a couple weeks, it was over 800. And then it went back down to level off between 200 and 300 views per video, which is about a tenfold increase, you know? I mean, that's just amazing. We've been doing videos for years. I never saw that kind of an improvement that fast. Does that sound about right, Brian? The level of
That's right,
improvement that
Gary.
we've seen?
Yes, Gary. I think it has a lot to do with consistency, because before HeyGen, we are uh uploading videos, for example, 1 to 2 times a week. But now that we're using HeyGen and we're uploading at least once a day, our subscribers and viewership went straight up. So yes.
Yeah. And Stephanie just thank you, Stephanie, for putting that out there too. There, if you guys look at Stephanie Carroll's chat, the free version, and we did use the free version for a few months. And once we figured out what we were doing, we went for the paid version. I think it's like $30 a month or something. But now we can have unlimited avatars, unlimited videos. The reason that's important is once you start getting used to this and you start getting better yourself, you all of a sudden realize you can create a lot more videos using these avatars than you can ever create on your own. Far less editing because they come out nearly perfect right out of production. So, for example, I like reading. I've been reading, as far as long as I can remember. So, thankfully, Amazon has my book history going back like, I don't know, 16 years or something since I got in Amazon. That's thousands of books. And all we got to do is feed that to the, AI, like ChatGPT or Gemini, to get a review script, feed that in the HeyGen using one of my avatars, and voila, we've got a book for you that's better than I could do. So the other thing too is we're recreating our training content on our team website. Flipping, rentals, investories, and all that is being recreated using the avatars. It's far, far better. It's just a much better product, more easily digestible. People will stay on it longer. I mean, there's so many examples of things we can do. By the way, I'm going to remind you guys, we are creating a playlist on YouTube. Just a side note here. We're showcasing you, the agent tour on the team. So we have some videos already, but if you could create a short video, just say, hey, I'm PF from up in the Boston area. I'm on the investigation team, which means I can help you buy and sell your own home, but I'm also uniquely qualified to help you flip homes and buy rentals too in the world of investing. So just stuff like that. Let people know who you are and where you are. And absolutely provide your email and your real cell phone number. I'm telling you that I'll get up on a soapbox here in a second. So in the last couple of weeks, I've spoken to several dozen brokerage owners and big team leaders around the country. And it was very easy for me to find out how to, what their personal contact information was, because they make it readily available on social media and their websites. And I'm one of them too. You can find my phone number really easy. I've had the same number since 1991. One of the first flip up cell phone users. But these guys are the successful people you want to model after. And every one of them makes their personal cell phone available all over, right? And their email. I do the same thing. I've never had a problem with it. Do I get spammed all the time? Yeah, just like you do, but not any more than you do. So I've had agents tell me, I don't want people knowing my real cell phone number. But they go, well, you're going to probably struggle a little bit. I mean, unless you have a dedicated line, it's a cell phone, that's a different story. But I don't want to have multiple numbers. I did that for a while. I just want one number. But in any case, back to what I was saying. In your video, put in there your email and your phone number and put it on in your description. We're going to put it on the team's YouTube channel in a playlist. Meet the global investor agents, and you're all over the country. And the reason we do that is Mike Sherrard up in Canada. I got to talk to him about this. He's the number one agent attractor in the entire company, and he's got a tremendous online presence. A lot of it's YouTube, of course. Of course, he makes his information readily available, his contact information. And he said, Gary, one of the secret sauces is, he said he created a unique playlist just for the agents on his team. And it makes it so much easier to attract the other right agents that you want to attract. So if you guys can help me help you, create a little video about yourself, who you are and where you are. Be short. You can probably do it in 15 seconds, quite frankly. But if you want to take a minute, that's fine. But do that and get those to me, because we want to see a video playlist of, I think it's 100 and something people out there all across the country on the global investor Asian team. Can you imagine the impact that could have? All the alignment and SEO, because you're going to be on there, you're going to be tagged, right? So people can find you without even having your own YouTube channel. I want you to have a YouTube channel, but at least you'll be on the team one. People can find you there, as well as LinkedIn and Facebook and your own website. But again, sorry to rant. Just to remind you of that. And our goal is to have that done by the end of the month. So we need your assistance. Okay, back to you, Ryan.
Yeah, so like what Stephanie said in the chat, so if you get the free version, we have 3 videos per month up to 3 minutes long. The only gripe that we have with the free version, it's just exporting 720p video quality. So it's a bit on the blurry side. So I think that's one of the main reasons that why we got the paid version, Gary. It's because for higher quality videos that we put out on YouTube, on Facebook, and TikTok. So yeah, one thing to consider when you're getting the free version, but it's free, and we just wanted you guys to test it out. So I think there will be no problem with 720p videos as long as you can get to use it. Another thing that I want to show you guys is what Gary was talking about earlier. The book reviews, Gary.
What's that?
The book reviews. So
the book reviews, yeah. Okay.
Yep. So I had ChatGPT, make me scripts about the book that Gary read already. So for example, I'm just gonna type it in this chat. All right, let's do Contagious next. So Contagious by Jonah Berger. What ChatGPT does, it's create a 50 to 55 second script of the book Contagious. So yeah, this is the script that I'm gonna copy and paste this to HeyGen, and then that's it. I'm gonna generate a video out of it, post it on new social media, and that's content right there in a matter of minutes. So basically, it's a combination of ChatGPT and HeyGen. ChatGPT I use for scripts, and the HeyGen for the video. So if want to start scaling up your social media content or video creation, the paid version is really worth it because we get unlimited videos. Doesn't matter how many videos you churn in a week or a day. Yeah, it can handle it. So going back to the video that we generated. Let me just play it again.
Hey guys, quick December home buying tip session for you. This time of year actually has some sneaky advantages that a lot of people don't think about. First, the sellers who are still on the market in December, they're usually serious. Nobody keeps their home listed through the holidays just for fun, so you can sometimes get a little more room to negotiate. Second, keep an eye on the homes that have been sitting for a while. December is when price drops start to pop up, and you might catch a deal that wasn't there a month ago. Third, and get that pre-approval done early. With the holidays, lenders and title companies have weird hours, so being prepared just makes everything smoother. And honestly, don't feel like you have to rush just because the year's ending. The right house doesn't care what month it is. If you want help figuring out the December market or just want some guidance, schedule a call with me. The link's in my bio.
So if you can notice the shaky camera, that's not HeyGen. That's actually how Gary recorded this type of avatar. So it really adds to the, more natural look of the video. If you can also notice the movements, his hand gestures is all natural. So if, you're not here, I don't think you're ever gonna know that this was generated from HeyGen. Do you agree? So if you guys noticed, yeah, do you agree that it makes Gary looks more natural? Uh, if ever you're not in this webinar, would we ever guess that this was an AI video?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Andre, I just was thinking, I know you don't have a production team, but your downline, I bet you if you got even 5% of the people creating a Who Am I video about themselves, you could build a tremendous playlist on YouTube and tag them, what made me think of it is Mike Arza just put them comment in that this was great for enhancing their social media presence. So guys, I want you to think for a second now, other than me getting, being able to give a boost to the author of the book, the one we just went over the last review. How does that help me? Like think in terms of what consumers are doing, what they're typing in when they're searching for something. How does me doing a book promotion for another person, another book that I didn't write, another author wrote it, but how does that help me in my SEO? If you want to unmute yourself or raise your hand if you have the answer, just shout it out.
It
I think
shows you
anybody who has that person, maybe not you, on their radar, they're going to find you by proxy.
Exactly.
They're interested in looking up that guy and his book and whatever. They've never heard the name Gary Wilson. Well, guess what
Yep.
just happened?
Yep. And think about it. I've read Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Other than the Bible, there's no other book that's sold more copies than that. So when people are searching Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, I'm going to show up. So keep that kind of stuff in mind.
I figure that's why you were doing your, recommending your books, walking through the woods and stuff, is because your SEO is getting impacted by that.
Yep. Yep. And now with you guys being on there under the Meet the Global Investor Agents playlist, you're in the same channel as that playlist for the book reviews. So they're in there, they'll start poking around. Meet the Global Investor Agents. Hey, who are those guys? What's a global investor agent? And there you are, right there in their area, Tampa, Florida, Boston, Massachusetts. Yep. So, in any case, I love AI. I love these avatars, and I love HeyGen. It's allowing me to. I think Ryan and I calculated based on what our plans are. It's like almost 500 videos. That would take me 2 years of working every single day to do that. Here, and eventually, if we get this other software, it'll be pretty much almost instantaneous. There's software you can get, guys, where you can create a video and I can say, Dear Elizabeth, and instruct the HeyGen to say wherever there's the word Elizabeth, change it to the next name in the list. And you provide it the list of names that you want to put in the video. So the videos are now can be personalized, right? Hi Val, hi PF, hi Rob, hi Blessed, hi Augustine, right? We could never do that before. It was hard enough just to do it in emails. Now we can do it in video. Mm-hmm. Anybody, any light bulbs going off tonight?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Yep. So, this is the kind of stuff you want to share with your agent friends out there. If they're not in class tonight, when you get the recording tomorrow, send them recording and say, boy, I wish you could have been in class last night. You maybe should come to the next one and send them the recording, give them the registration link and have them sign up for class, So, okay, Ryan, sorry, keep going, buddy.
Oh, yes, sorry. So I think what you're talking about, Gary, is the automation. So basically, if you have a spreadsheet full of leads, You can have it uploaded to HeyGen using their API, and then make a script pronouncing everyone's names on that list, really. So if you have 100 leads on that, you can make 100 videos by automating them with just one push of a button. It will create 100 videos pronouncing the names of the leads that you listed on, for example, Google Sheets. But that would be through API, but of course within HeyGen as well. But if you don't want to use the API, which is of course paid, you can just do manual script typing. For example, what we did, Gary, I think for the past few weeks. So if we have 10 people on our leads, we just have to type in and generate 10 different scripts for them. So and then boom, we have 10 videos that we can send out individually to those leads. If you want to scale things up, yeah, you can purchase their API. You can generate hundreds and thousands of videos with just one click without manually typing their names. So that's one powerful tool right there. And again, Jerry, I just want to show one feature of HeyGen that, might be useful for some agents.
Okay.
The multilingual feature of HeyGen, when you can translate English to Spanish script. So if you play this one, you might be here.
Feliz Día de Acción de Gracias a
That's
todos.
it.
Y oye, mientras todos tomamos un segundo para respirar hoy, quiero hablar de algo que
So yeah, it's available on, hundreds of languages. So if ever you might need one, it's here. So yeah,
Well,
so
that speaks
basically,
Spanish way better than me.
that's right.
I've
That's right,
learned and had to relearn Spanish twice in my life. It's what language you have to use it. You lose it, guys. That's tough, Hmm.
So I think if anyone has any questions regarding HeyGen, now's the time to ask.
Hey, who here would actually like to go ahead and set up the free account on HeyGen? Just to get us started.
Yeah, no,
Can
definitely.
you-
Definitely gonna start looking at that. I was trying to message Ryan on that, given that I just joined the team. Definitely want to spend some time with them, just trying to better understand it. Either that or with you, Garrett. But yeah, no, it's really it's a game changer, man. I like this for sure.
Well,
Can you
this is
show 'em-
Kay, and I need to do the same thing because I haven't done any videos. So if he's willing to start with a beginner who's not good at technology, I'd like to talk.
Okay. Hey, Ryan, can you go ahead and show what the consumers see when they go to find HeyGen online? You show them where to sign up. And if you guys want to do that while we're in class tonight, we've still got time here. You can do that. But remember, the first part is just free. Just set up the account and just start playing with it. That's how we got started. We did the free thing for several months, actually. So,
Right, guys. So let me just put it up here. So yeah, just go to HeyGen.com and then sign up. Just to do a recap on their pricing. So the free, of course, it's free. You get 3 videos per month, up to 3 minutes long each. The output is just 720p. It's not that clear, but we're just testing it, so there's no problem with that. You get one custom avatar. What this means is you can definitely upload multiple videos of you, but just you, not a different face or a different person. Hijit knows that. So yeah, definitely you can upload multiple videos and mix and match your avatar, your face and your voice. You can do that as well. So just go to HeyGen.com and then just sign up. Of course, it will ask for your personal information. And then if you are going to upload a video of your avatar, I have some tips here that will definitely help. Let me just pull up my – right? So if you are going to upload your first video, so it should be a more than 2 minutes long. You can just set up a camera or even just hold your phone in front of you. You can definitely do that. So one tip when recording yourself is, just look in front of the camera, subtle hand gestures, speak clearly, and that's it. You're done. If you can do 2 minutes of that, talking steadily, clearly, subtle hand gestures, you can definitely move or walk like what Gary's doing. You can definitely do that. Just do it subtly, and then upload that video on HeyGen, and that's it. HeyGen is gonna take care of the rest. And if you want another look, for example, you just want a steady face with a good background, just record another one. So that's basically the step on how to begin to HeyGen. Sign up, upload a video, and that's it. You can start using it. You can start typing in scripts from ChatGPT or whatever, type your own scripts. But it's just easy, starting up.
Awesome.
Cool. So, will you say that for that 2 minute sample video, if I speak slower because I wanted to understand every word that I say, would that affect how the rest of the videos come out? Because I don't really speak that slow or that fast, I
Yeah, whatever voice you use, whatever tone you use, that's what's gonna appear in the video. So what you can do is just make the video faster. Uh, there is a thing called voice director on HeyGen. That I think that part is for the paid version. But what you get to do is dictate what tonality that you want. For example, you can say, I want this script to sound exciting and fast. It will talk fast and excited. You can just say slow and calm. It will just talk slowly and calmly. That's the power of voice director on HeyGen. So one tip, if you don't want to use that, I suggest you upload multiple videos of you. One is talking slow and then drop up the speed. Maybe upload 3 videos of maybe the same script, of course. Just with you talking on different speeds. And then from that, you can choose whatever voice you want to use. If you want to use, a calmer voice or exciting voice, it's up to you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay. Well, guys, now it's up to you to implement. Okay. So if you're be interested to see how many people actually set up an account right here while we're in class, because I think it probably took maybe 60 seconds to do it. I would do it. I'd learn that when you implement at the moment that you learn, you're 1,000 times more likely to actually use it.
I did it, so I'll get in and play with it tomorrow.
All right, Kay.
I set mine up too, Gary.
I'm
And
getting out of my comfort zone.
There you are. That's
click
what I
on free, the free version and put in your email, and that's it, basically.
Yep.
Well, there's a couple questions, like I put out a real estate agent, but so once you get that set up, Ryan, what's the very first thing do you do? On the left, it says create video, or on the right side, it says get started. I mean, give us the first 2 or 3 steps as soon as you put in your name and you have the free version.
I think if you click on create video, it might ask for you to upload an avatar. So that means, uploading your own video. If you don't have your own video, you can use HeyGen's avatars. Of course, it's not you who's going to be talking and speaking. So it's just basically a generic person speaking your script. But we don't want to do that. We want our own avatar, our own faces and voices to be there. So yeah, I think the second step would be to upload a video for HeyGen to use.
Okay.
So we should
Okay.
start with making a video or click on the get started and do our profile and all that stuff first.
Yeah, I suggest you finish your profile first so
Okay.
you can get on and create your own avatar.
Okay.
Let me just share my screen again. Sorry.
Okay, and Andre, next time I'm in Texas and Florida, I'll swing by and we'll go out and grab a bite to eat and get a beer.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
So on your homepage, if you have this screen,
Yep.
you can just click on avatar and start
Okay.
from video. So this is where you upload your own video. I'm not gonna suggest to start from your photo because it's not that accurate. I think it's not yet very good. That's why I recommend starting from a video first. So any other questions, guys? For those who opted to sign up.
Okay. Okay, guys. Well, listen, if you could, please give Ryan a pat on the back, do a hand raise or type in the chat box. A big thank you, because this is remember, we're 12 hours apart
Yes,
between
thank
Eastern
you.
time. Yeah.
Where is he
And
from? The Philippines?
yeah, and Ryan's already worked a full day today. So Ryan, make sure you adjust your schedule if you want to take off early on Friday, however you want to make up for it.
All right, thank you,
I really
Gary.
appreciate it. Yeah. You're definitely an ace of spades,
Thank you.
Lucky to have you, and everybody feels the same way. But so, guys, any questions before we go? Even if it's not related to HeyGen, something you're curious about, or actually think about that. Let me just give you what's coming up. So next Monday, we do start the annual VGAP, Vision Goals Action Plans. So if you could do the vision exercise between now and next Monday. For me, I do them on the weekends. When I do mine on the weekends, it's just easier. And we can go over that on Monday. Okay, that's the only thing we're going to be doing that's not going to use AI in the month of December. On the 15th, which is the goals segment, right? 22nd is the actions database segment. And 29th, which is the planning segment. All three of those we're going to use AI. So this is going to be the first year where you're going to be able to create a complete plan for all of your goals to match and be in alignment with your entire vision. Remember, your vision shouldn't just be about selling real estate. It should include your 9 environments, right? Your body, your mind, your spirit, your friends, your relatives, your vocation, which in this case is real estate, your investments, where you live, what part of where you live, what your immediate environment, your home is an environment. We all have about an average of 9 environments, some more, some less. But what I'm getting at is take full advantage of the exercise this year, because it's going to, instead of us maybe helping you create one complete plan for a year for one goal, I'm going to show you how that's done, of course. But now you're going to be able to do that for all of your goals to help you realize your entire vision. So, for example, I get this question all the time: what's the difference between a vision and a goal? A vision, like in my case, I like to travel, and I'm creating my vision board. I've already got all the photos. I've just got to print them and put them on the board. I've identified 26 countries I want to visit, and I don't know if we'll do one a year or how it's going to play out, but 26 countries. So they're on all the continents of planet Earth. So I want to be a world traveler. Okay, I've got the United States pretty well licked, and Canada too, but I want to be a world traveler. That's the vision. A goal would be to travel to northern Italy next summer for the first 2 weeks of August. Okay, that would be a goal. And that goal of visiting northern Italy for the first 2 weeks of August 2026, would you agree that goal is in alignment with the vision of being a world traveler? Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so that's how you play that out. And then before you make your plan, you identify as many action steps as you possibly can for a goal. You need to dig and unravel that onion and keep digging and digging and digging. And then you've got action steps to plan and a really thorough, accurate plan. So, any case, that's the real secret to the sauce of going from, dreaming to basically manifesting, right? At the end of the day, though, it's the execution. You got to execute. If your vision of being a world traveler is going to require more revenue, then on your business environment, which is you helping people buy and sell real estate, you might have to crank that up a notch. Okay. So it all ties together. One environment impacting one environment will inevitably impact other environments, some more and some less. Okay. In any case, I don't want to go into a whole dissertation on this tonight. We're going to do that next week. But I just want to prepare you and make this, the breakout year. If you who here feels like you came up short so far this year from what you set out to do at the beginning of the year, I'm not fully admit. Complete honesty here. Absolutely. So let's accept that as reality and do something about it. Okay. So we're going to do our absolute best to come up with the best plan for everybody. And then together we're going to execute. And that's where the coaching comes in. So set up your calls. I'm not going to call it any names or initials tonight, but some of your, I'm looking right at you. Okay. Got to set up those one-on-ones. So,
Okay.
yep. I love you, Kay.
I know.
Your camera's not even on, but you spoke up. So thank you for doing that. But that's really where the rubber meets the road, and you solve you get little details figured out, and quite frankly, be held accountable and just get to the next step. That's the whole thing about coaching is one-on-one is let's look at what we just did the last week or two, and let's make it as simple as possible for the next week or two and make it easy to execute. Okay. So that's what it's all about. Me swimming, going over to where you are on your side of the river and swimming back with you, not just me sitting around hollering, "Hey, swim over here, man." That doesn't work too well. When I swim with you, a lot better. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Good. Well, I like swimming too. So, okay. Any final questions or comments, suggestions? Okay. Who here is going to wake up tomorrow morning ready to swing the bat?
I am.
Yeah. Me too. I had a slow Monday. Yep. I got to make up for it tomorrow. All right, guys, listen, I hope you have a wonderful night. I appreciate you. And Ryan, I really appreciate you doing this again. God bless all of you and your loved ones. And I will see you on the one-on-ones, and I'll see you next Monday night.
Thanks all.
Thank you, Gary.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching Monday Night Live. Consider subscribing. Agents, want to learn more? Schedule a call with Gary using the link in the description.